Well, breaking story coming in through from Man United, confirmed by Erik ten Hag, that Rasmus Hojlund has gone ahead to get injured again and is going to be out for some weeks. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. It's a Friday day. Muslims welcome back from the mosque and everyone who is here to obviously blaze this story. You are really all welcome to obviously get to where we deserve to be. So Man United is gonna be facing the injury problems like they've gonna have to be facing previously. You know, at the start of the season, Man United had close to 12 players, out. And this time round, Rasmus Hojlund is going to have to join others that are going to have to get injured. And it's really not good news for the side of Manchester United. So smash the like button, comment and share. Don't forget to subscribe because we need to hit those magic numbers than never before. So as it stands, looks like we're having no center forward and we just have to obviously move on and really see how things really pan out. But the story was broken by the website of Man United before Erik ten Hag went ahead to obviously explain to us that it's not all that huge via the website of Man United that Rasmus Hojlund will miss Man United's Premier League game against Fulham on Saturday due to a muscle injury. It is expected to keep him out for 2 to 3 weeks. That is Rasmus Hojlund for you. So, Rasmus Hojlund is out of the game of Fulham over the weekend, and it comes in through as a very huge blow for a player that had gone ahead to score to score 7 in 6 consecutive Premier League games. He has found himself, he has scored 6 in 6 consecutive Premier League games. He has come out and really gotten injured. Remember, he scored against Tottenham Hotspur. He scored, I think, in 5. Is it 5? 6? 6 consecutive games. He scored against Spurs. He scored against Wolverhampton Wanderers. He scored against West Ham. He scored against Aston Villa. He scored against Luton Town. So he has gone ahead to score in all those consecutive games and has been really very important at the side of Man United. And he has 7 goals in the Premier League. That is Rasmus Hojlund for you. Now, that means if he's going to be out for this number of weeks, the games he's supposed to miss are Fulham, first and foremost, as we take on Fulham at the Old Trafford. He's really going to be out of that fixture. And our visit to Nottingham Forest in the midweek, that means he's gonna really miss it out as we play into the FA Cup. He's gonna miss out on that. Then against Man City, he's gonna be out. That is really a very huge blow. Third match, he's gonna be out, and but they will say 2 to 3 weeks. This has been 1 week. So from 23rd to the first week of March, that is the first week, missing out on Man City, and he might return when playing Everton at Old Trafford. So all you have to do is let's win against Fulham, let's beat Nottingham Forest. Think City is going to be really a hard one. Then we see how we are going to feature into that game of football as we take on Everton when he is exactly supposed to return at Old Trafford. And I trust him a lot that he's going to come out and really hit or get the ground running and really extend his scoring stretch. But it's a very worst moment for him to get injured because having gone ahead to put in all that he put in through, all what he needed was to play another game of football, and consistency has always shown and really shown results for this Rasmus Hojlund guy. So let's go to what Ten Hag is going to have to say in the press conference that is going to have to held at Carrington. He has said it's a small injury. 2 or 3 weeks. It's the risk playing high intensity. It's not a big injury, but he has to wait for 2 or 3 weeks. So he has to be out for 2 to 3 weeks, and counting 3 weeks from now, he'll return in mid-March. That's when he'll return, and maybe he just needs a rest, because if at all you obviously force him on the field of play, he might really see this injury worsening to obviously see that it costs him. But his injury record ever since he came in through at Man United has not been bad, according to me, because he came in through with a back injury. Ever since he got healed from a back injury, it has never gone ahead to be an issue. Then he played a couple of games and went ahead to really gate a muscle injury again. His first muscle injury when you're playing against Luton Town, he was taken off. Then this is his other injury. He missed out on the game of Nottingham Forest because he was ill, and then returned immediately when you're playing against, I think it was Newport in the FA Cup. Was it Wigan? Yeah, I think Wigan in the FA Cup, where he missed out on a hat-trick of chances. And he has not gone ahead to miss out on very many games. I think ever since he made his debut for Man United when playing away at Emirates, he has not gone ahead to miss like 3 games. This is going to be his first time to miss like 2-3 games for the club of Man United, but he has always been a variable, and that is Rasmus Hojlund for you. So Hojlund has gone ahead to join Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez, Mason Mount, Tyrell Malacia, Anton Martial. Who else is injured? I think those are the players that are injured at the club of Man United. So the list keeps really accumulating. And Erik ten Hag has today been asked on what he thinks about all these injuries that are obviously surging at the club of Man United. And this was his submission. That is an issue, but also other clubs have this. We have to deal with this. I have now the feeling we can deal with it better than in the autumn. It is an issue with the depth of the squad. Obviously, issue with the depth of the squad, because it's really very hard to experience the problems that Man United have gone ahead to obviously experience, if at all the recruitment was really right. For example, you find yourself in a situation when Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez are both injured. Then there was another situation where Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia were all injured and all out. Casemiro out, Anton Martial out. You get? It was really very saddening for the club of Man United. But right now, the most important bit of it all is that Casemiro is around, because if Casemiro is playing with Kobe Mainoo, that double pivot, you really anticipate that a lot will happen. That's why Ten Hag is saying that he believes they can deal with it better, because he knows that the defenders we are having can obviously do the job and get it done and dusted, but the midfield was the problem. So Casemiro getting back is really a very huge boost for the club of Man United, and that's why Ten Hag is really very much confident. And where does that leave us as the club of Man United? That means Marcus Rashford is going to be leading the line for all those times. He's going to be leading the line for all those games that Rasmus Hojlund is going to be away, because Anton Martial is injured and is going to be back in April. And that shows you how Anton Martial needs to leave this club as soon as 30th of January knocks, because every time we need him is unavailable. And even the striker is going to have to come in through. He was going to have to get injured thrice, and he was going to have to return and played more games than Anton Martial. So that's why we need another striker in the summer, and I think that's going to be really huge. We need a defender, we need a midfielder, we need a fullback to obviously get United to where the competition is all about. But this injury gives all the Amad Diallo fans a smile onto your face. That is it. And tomorrow, like it or not, Amad Diallo might start or really come off the bench, because the starting 11 of Man United is going to change. It's now going to be Rashford leading the line, Garnacho playing on the left, and Rasmus Hojlund or Anthony playing on the right. So that means Amad Diallo has a huge chance to obviously come in through and really play. And in these 3 games, all 4, that Rasmus Hojlund is going to be away with Rashford leading the line, he has to obviously come in through and put in a lot of effort. And that effort should obviously reflect, that effort should reflect well when it comes to the minutes given to him. I trust Amad Diallo a lot, because he doesn't need very many minutes to really thrive and really kill off a team. All he needs is to get himself going and to be put in the particular position to really get going. And it's really very impactful, and the impact is going to be really felt. Sometimes Amad will start, and the other times Anthony will start. I know Amad is going to put in a very huge impact, and Ten Hag will obviously get back to his system where Garnacho plays as a left attacking midfielder. That is it. Because if Amad Diallo comes in through and really puts in huge performances, there is no reason that Erik ten Hag will be giving us for not really getting this guy in. And which guy am I talking about? I'm talking about Amad Diallo. He'll have to get time to play into that position and really look good and better at this moment. So, thank you very much for watching. It has been a really quick update. Rasmus Hojlund has been injured. He's out of the Man United squad to face Fulham, and he won't be available when you're playing against Nottingham Forest in the midweek in the FA Cup. Then he will also not be available when we are really playing when you're really playing against Man City, you know. That is it, on the 3rd of March. That is, I think, next weekend, if at all I'm not mistaken. Big miss. He's going to be missed, but that will really give a chance for players like Amad Diallo to really get him more playing time. And when Amad Diallo proves himself well, that means Ten Hag will trust him to see to it that he starts him and obviously gets him going at that time. So, I really believe it's really going to be something good to obviously see us exploit. And for the game of Man City, we obviously give Man City to be favorites to win. But these other games, even if you're not having Rasmus Hojlund, we are supposed to obviously gate to the winning level. Now, I know most of you are really asking me, Rokani, him having gonna hit to be missing out on 3 games, do you think he's gonna hit 20 goals a season? I tell you, he's gonna hit 20 goals a season. He just needs to play the last 9 games of the season. And I've always told you that it has been proven by records that in the second half of the season, that's where more goals really go in. You get? Those goals are really very, very important. So I really keep my stance onto him. 20 goals a season, he's going to really have them. And right now, when you have the 7 in the Premier League, 5 in the Champions League and 1 in the FA Cup, those are 13 goals. He's left with 7. So he just needs to score 7 goals to see to it that he gets himself to the 20 goal mark, and that will be his record breaking entry into the Premier League and his club career as a player. So it's a chance for Man United to see to it that we keep ourselves into the FA Cup, such that when he returns, he gets more other games to play. Because if you can play until the final of the FA Cup, Rasmus Hojlund will be playing more 3 or 4 extra games at the club of Man United. So guys, your thoughts on Rasmus Hojlund injured again are welcome in the comment section below. And the Muslims welcome back from the Juma Kareem. And the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out.